Acceptance reduces suffering not by removing pain, but by ending the war with reality. In 1944, a psychiatrist named Victor Frankl lost everything. He lost his family, his freedom, his career, his manuscript, the work of his life, all confiscated by the Nazis the day he entered Auschwitz. Frankl endured starvation, brutality, and constant proximity to death. And yet, years later, he wrote something that stunned the psychological world. When we were no longer able to change our situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Frankl didn't escape suffering by positive thinking. He didn't suppress the pain. He didn't deny reality. He accepted reality as it was, and in doing so, dramatically reduced his suffering, even in unimaginable conditions. That insight would later become one of the most evidence-supported principles in all of modern psychology. I'm a therapist, and today I'll show you how to actually use the principle of acceptance in your own life, starting immediately. Here are 3 practical therapeutic tools that train acceptance, not as a mindset, but as an actual skill. Tool number 1, expansion and willingness. Best for anxiety, grief, shame, or emotional overwhelm. Instead of asking, how do I get rid of this feeling? Ask, can I make room for this feeling without letting it run my life? So here's how to practice it. Name it. I'm noticing anxiety. Locate it. It's in my chest, my stomach, my throat. Breathe into the edges and say, I can allow this to be here as it is for the next 60 seconds. And then ask, what's the smallest value-based action I can take with this feeling that is present? This is why this matters. Your nervous system calms when it no longer senses threat from the outside or from the inside. Tool number 2 is cognitive diffusion, best for things like rumination or intrusive thoughts or self-criticism. When your mind says, I'm a failure, this will never change, don't argue. Say, I'm having the thought that I'm a failure. Or simply, thanks, mind, for alerting me to this. You're not trying to delete the thought, you're removing its authority. Acceptance here means recognizing thoughts as mental events, not commands or truths. Tool number 3 is acceptance-framed exposure, best for avoidance, panic cycles, or social anxiety. Avoidance shrinks life. Acceptance expands it. So here's how to practice it. Choose something meaningful you've been avoiding. Set a willingness goal, not a calm goal. I'm willing to feel anxious at a 6 out of 10 while I do such and such. Stay long enough to learn the real lesson. I can feel this and still be okay. This is crucial. Confidence comes after acceptance, not before it. So let's ground this in the science. Evidence number 1, across 20 plus meta-analyses, acceptance and commitment therapy has shown significant reductions in anxiety, depression, stress, chronic pain, distress, and trauma-related suffering. The surprising finding was that symptoms often improved without trying to eliminate them, because acceptance removes what researchers call experiential avoidance, a strong predictor of chronic suffering. Evidence number 2 is emotional regulation research. In laboratory studies, people trained to accept emotions rather than suppress them or control them. This showed lower physiological arousal and faster emotional recovery, less rebound distress. In simple terms, the brain calms down when it stops fighting itself. Evidence number 3 is psychological flexibility. One of the most consistent findings in modern clinical psychology is this: psychological flexibility, the ability to feel discomfort and still act in alignment with our values, is one of the strongest predictors of long-term mental health, relationship satisfaction, resilience under stress. Acceptance is the gateway skill to make flexibility possible. Let me be clear. Acceptance is not approval. It's not saying something is good or bad. It's not surrendering your values. Acceptance simply means this is how things are right now. No denial, no moral judgment, no unnecessary suffering. This is why I call it the law of acceptance, the reality principle, one of the foundational laws in my 28 laws of mental health. Reality, once faced honestly, becomes workable. If you're exhausted fighting your own mind, if you're tired of strategies that promise relief but deliver frustration, try something radical. Stop fighting reality. Practice acceptance, not to give up, but to finally move forward. If this helped you, like this video so it reaches the people that are still stuck in the fight. Subscribe for therapist-led, evidence-based tools that actually work in real life. And comment below, which tool are you going to practice this week? Because the moment you stop fighting what is, your life gets bigger again.